Yes, people, welcome back to the Vitesse Youth to Gold save, where there is two simple rules. All transfers must be made under 19 years of age, and there is 0 squad players that are allowed over the age of 29. And straight away, we have a bit of controversy on that matter, as we have currently played our first game of the season, a 3-2 victory over the Graafschap. But in our starting lineup was one man who is over 29. That is Alexandra Butner. Now, in the first episode, I said I don't want to leave it. Well, I'm going to leave it to you guys in the comments to decide if the Buttman can play, yes or no. So for this second episode, I'm not going to play him. I'm going to see how we get on without him, because we do have a really high potential young left back in Romke van der Poel, who isn't fantastic, but is it kind of the point in Youth to Gold to use this sort of player instead of Butner? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed episode 1, again, thank you so much for watching it. Obviously, I'm recording this literally a couple of hours after I recorded episode 1, so I've got no idea how it went down. But if you enjoyed it, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, because you're back for episode 2. You must be absolutely loving it. And if you don't know, I've got a main channel as well, just Kempi rather than MoreKempi. This MoreKempi channel is going to basically be 95% this Vitesse save. So if you love a Youth to Gold and you love Let's Plays, make sure you're subscribing here. And there'll be some experiments and tactics that come out maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks as well. But on a daily, there will be Kempi videos alternating between the main and second channel. So at least 3 times a week, you will see a Vitesse episode. Now, that first game, I was very, very happy with. So I've come straight back again, because I'm not 100% sure on the way that I'm going to do this series of play every single game, or, you know, go like a month in advance and come back for big games. I'm kind of waiting for you guys in the comments to decide what would be best. So of course, get your comments in down below and help me decide on that one. Our next game is against Top OSS, who I have never heard for in my life. In terms of the media prediction, they are one of the worst teams in the league, just above us in 15th place. I did also realise that we are predicted 16th, because of course there's 4 young teams here, which are effectively the B teams, which can't be promoted. So we are predicted to be the worst team in the league. But that victory against the Graafschap, who are the 8th best team, gives me some confidence. Now, in episode 1, we also discussed the fact that I'm not going to do any scouting until at least kind of November or December, because I simply don't believe it's worth it. Financially, of course, Vitesse have absolutely no money. We have negative £54,000 in the bank. I will say we have gained some money from somewhere, because it was negative 1.5 million, and the debt has gone down from that. I'm guessing is this individual TV deal, which has come in and helped quite a lot in terms of our finances, which is very, very good. But in terms of like our scouting budget, there's not a lot there. We've got no money to spend whatsoever. So I do think until January, it's going to be very, very hard to get any scouting done. So I'm more looking for this first half, maybe the first 3 or 4 episodes I might try and make it until January. This spell of games, because there will be a lot of gameplay in the videos. This spell of games, I'm looking to maybe just power through them, get rid of our like negative 12 points, and at least look in and around like 17th, 16th place, and you never know from there where we could end up going. Now, the other thing is the tactic we created for episode 1, we like emulated perfectly in that first episode. If we just look at how we built up for that second goal we scored in the game, it's exactly what I wanted. The back 3, the 2 midfielders, the 4 in behind the 1 striker, and it worked to absolute perfection. So hopefully over the course of this month against Top OSS, Jong Ajax and FC Eindhoven, we can pick up some big points. So let's not mess about too much and get straight into the second game of the season with just the one change of Van der Poel coming in at left wing back. And I've removed both the players over the age of 29 off the bench. So no Batner and no Shrikoya, I believe his name is. Now in the last game, this team we're playing, I don't know how they've done. That went way too quick for my little eyes. But I'm not thinking they're going to be a very good team, especially off the kickoff. Well, that was a fun first half. Not a single highlight. Now, that does slightly worry me, as we are the home team, and these did lose their first game of the season. We should be able to beat a team like this, unless Alex Butner was that much of a difference maker for us. We'll have to wait and see. They are Long Ball FC, knocking it down nicely. Slagveer, I believe, is their best player on their team from what I saw, and that's a great ball into Casterwit, and we are 1-0 down, and we are showing no attacking threat whatsoever. It is Top on the ball once again, but Bonner winning the ball back. Very glad he has done that. He's obviously playing as a defensive midfielder for us. He can play right back, right wing back, and DM. Chose to put him there. That's an unbelievable ball. Dylan Hugerworth, that is absolutely fantastic. I was just thinking about potentially bringing him off as he is playing due to an injury on the left-hand side. But that little spiral pass in there is absolutely fantastic. And Hoof with an outrageous run, making it 4 goals in the first 2 games of the season. Little chip past the keeper. Beautiful. Now, Rodriguez on the right wing is not doing too much. Rannon is one of the highest potential players at the club. He is basically a striker. We're going to stick him out on that right wing as an inside forward and see if he can just get a little bit more active. And because he's not happy with his position, we will chuck him up there as well, just so he's a little bit higher up on the counter-attack. I also think we're maybe giving them a little bit too much respect in terms of what they are. So I'm actually going to go to high press for this last 25 minutes. So hopefully we should see us win the ball back nice and quick, exactly like that. And then we can play our football. Use the overlapping left wing back in Van der Poel. That's what we want to see from this tactic. Can he beat a man and whip it in? Yes, he can. Hugerworth, oh, he puts it just wide. It has been utter domination from us, 17 shots to their 4, but the score is still 1-1, and it'll be nice if we can get 3 points here. Back-to-back 3 points would be fantastic. Dylan Hugerworth skips past his man. Beautiful play from the former United youngster. Driving inside, no one cutting him down. Takes an effort and a great save from the keeper, keeping this one level. We are creeping up on the last knock-ins of the game. The 90th minute, 5 minutes added on. Great run from Van der Poel, finds Hugerworth into Hoof. Back to Tahawai, to Hugerworth, to Tahawai. Effort from range, not a massive fan of that. It looks like we're going to drop 2 points here at home. That'd have been a really nice game to get a victory in. We did absolutely dominate them, just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. Match momentum-wise, absolute domination throughout the entire game, effectively. But one chance for them, and they scored it. Not a fantastic first game. This is an issue. One of our star centre-backs, Valon Zubmeri, has got a 6-week injury potentially. He has actually been decent for us, a 6.8 so far. The aggressive bravery from him is going to be missed. Now, this is our first game against one of the B teams, the Jong teams in Holland. And it's really hard to sort of gauge how good they are because in real life, I actually believe Jong Ajax are last. But I think that's mainly because a lot of these players play first team football. I mean, when I've done Ajax Youth to Gold, youth only rebuilds this season, Sky Vink is a bagsman. You've got Uzain on the right-hand side, who's fantastic. Sean Stour in the middle is outrageously good. Lucas Yett in the left wing back, Ethan Batera at centre-back. So we are going to apply the advice on these guys. And also, I do want to type mark Sky Vink because he is a dangerous player. And the issue we've got for this game is there's a couple of injuries. We've got Markello out injured. Obviously, I've just showed you Zimberry out injured as well. So what I've done is I've put Bonner back to right back as the inverted fullback, put Peppers in DM, and that left back, we are going to make a change from Van der Poel because there's a player that I've never seen before in, what's his name? Zimario Thinu from Indonesia is at the club in real life. I think because it's left and right back, I didn't think he could play left back, but he's actually a left back and he's really good. Good crossing, determination, decent enough speed. So it'll be good to see how he does in this game against very strong opposition. I am leaning more towards the fact that we're not going to use Butner or Strakoya for anything this season. But as I said, let you guys let me know in the comments down below. Let's have a little look then what we can do against this Ajax side. Give it away straight away, apparently, and watch them. One thing I've noticed tactically is Afia is playing as an inverted wing back. I might end up leaving... Oh, that was close. Leaving Hugerworth as a wide outlet on that left-hand side and actually have him as a wide forward. That way, when the Ajax right wing-back is transitioning into his defensive position, Hugerworth should be open on that left-hand side every single time. So we're going to leave him out there and see if that can be something for us. But this Ajax side is absolutely no joke. I do feel like we know the tactic more than well enough now, actually. So I'm going to move back into the standard broadcast camera as it is just a little bit nicer for games. And we will drop the speed to 125 as well so that we can kind of enjoy watching the game and enjoy a long ball over the top to Mr. Hoof. You have to put this away, and he does. That is what we need to do against teams like this. Quick counter-attack transitions, Elias Hoof has scored every single goal so far for us in this save. Great ball from the amateur right winger Rodriguez, finding him over the top. Hoof brings it down, rounds the keeper. 1-0 to the mighty Vitesse. If we can stay unbeaten, that would be unreal. The sad thing is we're doing it all to be still on negative points. The league table actually doesn't show the negative points tally we're on, but we'll be on -5 points still, even if we win this game and carry on unbeaten, which is quite sad. Now, Atheno down the left-hand side, I didn't realise he played a B-team game in the midweek, so he's already quite tired. Good spot from me there. So we need to get him off at some point. Vice-captain Sam Peppers is actually now basically going to be the captain for us. Zunavold and Hoof linking up. I tell you what, this tactic is actually fantastic. I think we need something slightly more attacking against teams that we're going to be at home against that we should be beating. But when we're in games like this, I mean, the attacking midfielder and Zunavold link up with Hoof. Every single game so far he's done that. And Hoof bags. I mean, is this guy ever going to not score? He's absolutely insane. And it might not be all. We are on the ball once again. I have just changed down to cautious and made it more time wasting, but that hasn't actually gone through yet. As you can see, we're being very aggressive. Hugworth down the left-hand side. Poor decision-making from him, but does win a corner. Ajax don't know what to do against us, and they can't really break us down. They've had 5 shots, but not creating too much. We're just playing really, really well. And having that outlet striker in Hoof as well is an absolute game changer. Rodriguez down the right-hand side finds Bonner back as that inverted fullback, still making a bit of forward movement, which I don't mind seeing. Hoof and Zunavold. Zunavold drive through. And he is the next man to score for the club. And Nino Zuneveld scores to make it 3-0 as that central midfield attacking midfielder. I love this position. This role is fantastic. I used it for Bruno Fernandes in my realistic carrot tactics, which are out on the main channel and the Patreon, which are linked down below. And it's one of the best roles on the game. And Zunavold has proved that once again. I mean, this guy's stats are decent. He's got good dribbling, first touch, but his mentals, you wouldn't think he'd be able to make the sort of intuitive runs that he's making. But he is, and he's playing really well. And with 3-0 at half-time, I think it's just important to not bottle this lead. Luca Yetten with the corner. Mark Verquige is there, but heads over. Zunavold in that half space once again. Rodriguez keeping that width for the right-hand side is enabling Zunavold to make them runs so well. And he whips it in, and Hoof is there. Neely makes their hat-trick again, heads just wide. We are absolutely cooking. I think it's time to make some substitutions once again. We're going to bring on some more of these young players. Mohamed Mustafa is a really good player, just poor determination and poor stamina. But I think on the ball, he could be really good in this midfield playmaker role. We'll get him on. We might as well get Rannon on the... we'll get him on the left-hand side and put Rodriguez over there on the left. And we'll take Rodriguez off as well for... We'll do Mehdi Boukinan. If you've never watched my videos before, I'm awful at pronouncing names. We're also going to take off Schwartz, we'll put on Schwartz and take off Zunavold as well. And Atheno is very tired, so we'll get Van der Poel on. But he played really well in that game, a 6.95. So he looks like he could be our starting left back. So with 5 subs made, I suppose it's just important we don't bottle this game. There is 20 minutes to go against a good side, but based on what I've seen so far, we should be okay. But Skyvink might just now turn up and be insane. He did do a great run there, but a good save, and it is a corner ball. We should be okay. Come on then, boys. Let's try and get a 4th. Let's see if the youngsters can actually do anything here. Buikan down the left-hand side. Beats his man. Great run. Schwartz. Oh, that has to go in. Unbelievable play once again, though. That should have been 4-0. I think if that Zunavold, it goes in. Schwartz, I'll tell you what, he's got better finishing than him. He's just absolutely bottled that one. He is a really good player, actually. 17 jumping reach, 193 height. He could be someone we use a little bit more in this save. But that's about as perfect as they get. A clean sheet, our first of the season, and a 3-0 victory against Ange Postecoglou's young Ajax. Just to clarify, he is the Ajax manager, but I'm guessing they haven't got a young Ajax manager. So he just took charge of that game, and we destroyed Postecoglou. We take that. And with that victory, we now sit on -5 points, but we would be sitting in second place with FC Eindhoven. Now, the Dutch league, the top 2 get automatic promotion, and then the 2 teams that aren't young teams playing like a playoff final, I believe it is. We can't actually see it yet, but if we find the rules... Oh, hang on a minute. I think I've just remembered something about the second tier, in that there is periods, isn't there? And if you win a period, as in the first period, second period, third and fourth, you get put into the playoffs. I do remember that now. I mean, it's a very confusing system, but I think all we have to do at some point is come top of a period and we effectively get like a playoff spot and we could throw the rest of the season. Yeah, look, if we won this first period, regardless of how many points we got overall, if we win this first period, which I'm guessing is going to be, 9 games? 9, 18, 36? Is that what we play? There's 20 teams, 38 divided by 4. My math isn't mathing right now, but there should be 19 games. So I don't really know how it splits up into the periods. Let's do a little bit of research into that, because that could be a way we get promotion. If we start the season in fire form, that could be really 10 games for the first one. And if you win this, you get prize money and I believe a promotion spot. And that gives you one of these, depending on winner of 4 periods. Yeah. So if we win one of them 4 periods, we get one of these spots, regardless of where we finish overall. That is very good to know. So, I mean, we need to check really. How is our... I don't really know anyone in this league, to be honest, but Eindhoven, Emmen, and Venlo. Let's have a little look at them in terms of the media prediction. Eindhoven, Venlo, and someone else. I can't remember who it was. Eindhoven are 12th, Venlo are 11th, and Emmen are 6th. Okay, so we're playing 3 decent enough sides once again. I mean, you never know. We could actually win this first period, which would be absolutely massive. I say that, Eindhoven, who are our next game, have just played against PSV's young team, and they won 5-1, which is quite scary, with 2 goals coming from Sven Siemens from the midfield, looking like he's playing in a very similar role to Zuneveld. So that's going to be a very tough game, but one that will be good to watch. I think for this first episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play until we've played 6 games in this first period, which is going to give us another 3 games to play in this episode, which is Eindhoven, Emmen, and Jong AZ. And then next episode, I'm hoping we're going to have a chance of winning the first period and getting a playoff spot for the end of the season, which is unreal. If you guys are enjoying this episode so far and the series so far, please do me a massive, massive favour and drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help more than you know. And if you've got the option on mobile, if you head down to the comments, swipe, you'll see a little thing that says hype. And again, for a new channel like this and a new series, that helps so much. So do me a huge favour and please like, subscribe and hype the video. I feel like we really can't change too much about this team, despite a few players coming back from injury in Banis and Markello. So Banis, the left winger, which we haven't yet seen this season, will be really, really good for us once he's back in the first team. But recovering from injury, I think we will keep him on the bench. And at right back, I mean, Sam Peppers was brilliant in the last game, so I can't exactly move Bonner back into that position. So the youngsters are proving straight away they deserve starting minutes, and that's what they're going to get in this Youth to Gold save. Now, Eindhoven, like I said, won 5-1 in their last game. We're going to have to be on top form to beat them today. By the looks of their tactic, they're not a team which wants to keep the ball. Dual non-centre backs. So, I mean, they're not a team that's going to really look to win the ball. Target forward up front. 70% possession in the first 13 minutes. I think it's going to be a game of trying to break them down and dealing with the crosses. So, in fact, tactically, in team's instructions, we are going to put stop crosses on, because I think that's going to be their game plan. I say all that, and once again, the most boring first half of all time at home, where we've had less possession and not very good in terms of shots. The last middle gap of that half was all them. I think we need to make a second tactic, which I will do properly in a minute outside of the match thing, because it won't save, where we're just a little bit more aggressive off the ball. I think that's what's causing us a few issues, so I am going to move these guys up as well, and hope that can give us more possession. That can enable us to win the ball back high up the pitch and then start to dominate. Whereas right now we're sitting off a bit too much for a home team. And at the 60-minute mark, I'm also going to switch into a 4-2-3-1 and just get us a little bit better in the going forward. They have got a sole DM, and I'm hoping Zuneveld can kind of take his position, which will allow everyone else to create a bit more. Banis is going to come on as well into this game, and we are going to also take off Bonner for Markello in that right wing-back role. And let's see if that has made any difference whatsoever, as so far we've done nothing in this game, and we've tried to put a line split in pass there and not done very well. They have got it straight into their target forward, and this is where they've been dangerous, with Blummel down the right-hand side. Ball in behind. Janga is in behind. misses from there. That is a shocking miss, and it stays at 0-0. We are very lucky. In fact, I think that was a good save, actually. Well done, Van der Berg. Oh, 85 minutes on the clock. Let's try and not have back-to-back home games, which end up in draws, please, lads. Rannon on the pitch now on that right wing spot. Sam Peppers finds Schwartz. Back to Peppers. Oh, that would have been a great ball through. It's how I play the left. Play the left. Van der Poel. Whip it. He does. Hoof. Jump. Oh, we nearly snatched a victory at the end. Good play, but just missing the chance. Apparently, it is not over yet. It is the 90th minute. A minute and a half left of this game. You can see the high press we are deploying against them. Oh my God, that challenge was outrageous. And he's still got a ball through. And he's just missed it. That challenge was crazy. I think that was Radon as the right winger. Just went in two-footed. And it's going to end at 0-0. Back-to-back home games as draws. Eindhoven are a decent side. We just saw them put 5 past PSV. But back-to-back home games, drawing 1-1 and 0-0 isn't fantastic. In terms of the league, that leaves us on -4 points still. And in terms of the first period, that leaves us in third with MVV Maastricht in at first place. I've never heard of this team. That might be awful ball knowledge from me. In terms of the media prediction, they're 14th. They're just having an unreal start to the season. So they're going to be the team to attempt to try and catch by the looks of it. Next game, we've got FC Emmen, who are a good team, predicted in around 6th. Currently have 3 points in 4 games, though. So that needs to go and be a victory. And away from home, apparently, that's where you play better. One major change into this game then, with Banis starting out on that left wing spot. Let's see if we can upset Emmen. Emmen on the ball, down his left-hand side, playing some nice play, and Postima takes it wide, finds Avina. Oh, Postima, he's got a pull back there. Oh, he hits the post. Didn't get the pull back. Awful choice. But that was some really good play just 2 minutes in. They look like a very good side. And that Postima, I recognise the name. I feel like I've signed him before. Romano Postima, why do I know who you are? Annoying that I can't go more in depth in who he actually is, but I feel like I've used him before and he's an absolute bagsman, so I'm quite scared. Corner ball from Emmen, back post, Congolo. Oh, he's put it over. That should have been 1-0. It has been all Emmen so far in this game. They are absolutely dominating us, and we just can't even get the ball back by the looks of it. Ball through to Rhine. Stop him. Oh my God, that is a ridiculous finish. That is, I've never seen the ball swerve like that on FM26. That was outrageous how that went in. Londa Peppers actually missed the challenge. Cuts inside, hits it with that left foot, and look at the swerve on that. Fair play. I mean, that's an unbelievable finish from him. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say about that. It's 1-0 Emmen, and it's an absolute worldie. Can we do something to get on level terms? Rodriguez? Oh, he's just run straight into trouble, but they've given it straight to Zunaveld. Hoof is in the box. Get it in the box! He does eventually, but too late. That had to be an early cross. Van der Poel does whip it in. Drops out to Sam Peppers. Van der Poel, Tawai. Oh, that was the chance. Oh, that ball had to go earlier. That ball had to go earlier. It's Emmen once again. Are we going to get the ball back, or is this going to be all them? Gergensauer finds Cade. Gerzingauer. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. I'm sorry, people. Everink. Congolo. Oh, ball over the top. Gerzingauer is there again. It's 2-0 Emmen, and Postema is the one to score. Oh, dear. Emmen are playing a very similar way to us with the attack midfielder in the midfield, and I just don't know how to stop it. And it just seems like they're getting every single bounce. Everink down the right-hand side. Gerzguy has got 2 assists already. That was outside the foot. What are we playing against? Is this like prime Barcelona? Oh, that was incredible. It's still 2-0. But this geezer on the right wing is insane. I mean, his stats are actually pretty good as well. Dribbling, first touch, good speed, determination. But he is absolutely destroying us. And it's Emmen again on the ball. I mean, at this point, we've got to just watch and learn what's going on here. Van der Poel is getting torn a new one on the right-hand side. He's beat him again. Gerzguy beats him again. Sets it in. Postema, good challenge in there from Peppers. We've got to give him some help down the left-hand side. There just seems to be so many of them all the time. But if we break the press, We might have to change to bypass press. That could be the way through us here. Hoof gets him behind. Can he dink him? He has. And he's hit the crossbar. Oh, that's a beautiful effort. But he just misses. I think the play is to maybe try and bypass the press because they're pressing so high. Rather than trying to play through it when we haven't got the best ball playing ability, let's make that change and see if it makes any difference to go through bypass press into feet. See if that can do something against this team, which is just destroying us. And they're building down this left-hand side once again. Avina on the ball. On that left-hand side. Cuts inside. Hits it. Drops to Gersengaya. Don't let him shoot. Or get a pass in. Oh my God. How is it still 2-0? Right, we've got into half-time. And as you can see from the stats, it's been absolutely destroyed. Now, we know these are a good team. They're top 6 predicted. A very strong side. But we have been absolutely dominated there. We've just got to be better than them. We've got to put one foot in front of the other, simple passes, and just improve on that first half. I'm not expecting a victory here, but coming away with a point would still give us a chance in this first phase. Rodriguez on the right-hand side does whip it in. Banis hasn't impressed me since come back from injury. Can he beat a man? We might have to get Hugworth back on. Hoof went for a bicey. That's absolutely outrageous. He got it off as well, but the keeper saves. We could have scored a bicey in season 1. That'd have been insane. Now, it does look like bypassing the press has made a positive impact on us as a team. We have been more in charge this second half. I don't know if that's the tactical change we made or them just taking the foot off the gas a little bit, but we are definitely the team in front in the second half. But that doesn't mean anything if you can't create chances, and it looks like they might be able to with Nunamente finding Avina. Nunamente back to Cade, into Postema, puts it wide. I think it's time to make a few changes. I think we need to be a bit more aggressive again. We're 2-0 down. We might as well try and go for them. Banis has been really poor, 6.62, and Hoof has been awful. So we're going to get Pinto on up front. Londar's not playing well, so we'll get Stefan on as well. And we'll make that the new look side. Oh dear, there's a corner straight away. Whipped in, don't score. No, don't give a handball either. That's the worst thing you could do. We've just made changes and he handballs it. Oh, it's going to be 3-0, isn't it? Postema with the penalty. The number 9 steps up confidently and puts it in the top corner. I think the first period hope of a victory could be all over. Oh, this is not a pretty game to watch whatsoever. Ball in behind. Postema, he's going to make it 4, isn't he? Oh, he's put it wide. We're so lucky it's not like 8-0 in this game. We have played absolutely horrendously. I don't know what we do against them to stop what they're doing. They've just got such high quality players, I think. That's really what it is. And this high press, we just can't break this sort of dual press that they're constantly doing. I mean, that's a good pass into Peppers. But even look then, 4 players around Zunewald. There's a space to pass that ball and he's not done it. Rodriguez, he does get a ball in and Pinto fires home for 3-1. That's a great run from Maxwell Rodriguez. I thought initially it was poor decision making, but he beat his man. He got a ball in. That pass, in my opinion, should have gone through there. But it's a great ball in. And Pinto to get his first goal for the club as well. That's a lovely ball in and a great run. 3-1, 20 minutes to go. I suppose it's not all over, but it is all over. Or is it? Because if we do get a goal in this next, this highlight, realistically, even in the next 10 minutes, I suppose there's a chance. Or we could just give them the ball back. That's also a possibility of something we could do. He's got to be offside, Lino. Lino, he's got to be offside. I'm sorry. Lino, put the flag up, Lino. Lino, he was miles off. Postema's bagged a hat-trick against us. I said he was a bagsman at the start. He looked absolutely miles off. I could be completely wrong. No, he's not off, is he? Stefan. Oh, Stefan. Just come onto the game, 10 minutes on, and he's not really, he's not covered himself in glory in there. Again, a goal here, and then another goal could bring us back into it, but I'm not hopeful, to be honest. Zunewald, run. I mean, that's a great ball again. Pinto, great run. I mean, look, Maxwell Rodriguez and Pinto could be a partnership. That's a great ball again from Maxwell Rodriguez, who, if I remind you, was someone which should not be playing football for us. He is an amateur player, 21 years of age, but dribbling and passing like this, I mean, we've just seen that 11 passing. His determination's high. I actually really like him. He's been really good for us. In terms of average rating, a 7.05 and 2 assists in this game. And Pinto up front, proving to be a good backup option. I mean, there's 10 minutes to go. I think it's going to be a 4-2 loss, but Is it awful? It's not great, but I wouldn't say it's awful. 5-2 would be awful. Why have you just thrown him the ball? Why would you do that? That is horrendous. Congolo, Nunamente. I do like this low block attempt we're doing. There's no way he bags 4. Oh, we just put 4 goals past us. It's 5-2, and now it looks ugly. Romano Postema was just too good for us. He's just put 4 past us, and we've lost 5-2 to Emmen. I know him because of the Groningen save I done last year on FM, and I think I had him at the start and he left us for big money. So far, he's got 9 goals in 5 games. Yeah, he's quite good, isn't he? He's on loan from Groningen in the top flight. Yeah, I mean, what are you meant to do against a 4.5-star striker that can score 4 in a game? I don't know. I think that's what makes the Kukenkampion Divies so interesting, is that there is so many good players in this league because obviously we're playing where there's only like 2 tiers. So you've got the best teams like Ajax, PSV, teams like that can loan teams into other teams in the second tier. And like, they are way too good for this league. I mean, he is just insane for this league. 9 goals and a 7.92 is way too good. I mean, I'm a bit annoyed at it, I'll be honest. 5-2 doesn't look great. Goalkeeper dropped a 5.82 average rating as well, which is absolutely stinking the place out. And I'm not a fan of that, but he's our best option. He's only 24 years of age. He joined us on a free contract this season. He could be someone we look to replace. In terms of high potential goalkeepers, I'm not sure there's anyone really here that stands out. We've looked before. I mean, do we give Trevedon a chance? 14 reflexes, 12 air reach, 15 jumping reach, handling of 8. Doesn't exactly fill me with confidence. Jens Halen, 13 handling, 11 reflexes, 11 aerial reach, but he's quite small. I mean, it's not looking great in terms of goalkeepers. Maxi Brawl, I think we decided that Vandenberg was definitely better. But, I mean, dropping 5 goals against him, yeah, that does hurt a lot. I think we're just going to get this next game done against Jong AZ, I believe we're against. We are, who are sitting 3rd and clearly quite a good team. And then maybe after that, we'll sit down, have a little look at what's going on. I mean, in terms of the first period, I do think it's now unlikely that we catch anyone. But you never know. Let's have a little go. Right, final game of the episode then. We have gone back to our roots. Hugoworth on the left-hand side, Bonner in the DM role, Markolo at right back, and we've got Thinu back in that left wing-back position. Markolo and Thinu are both on international duty, which could be an issue for us in this sort of first season, them two being such star players and not available all the time. But today we're against Jong AZ, and I didn't see anyone in their team there, so I do want to have a look if I recognise any of their players. I mean, that would have been insane if they were 1-0 up in 10 seconds. None of them stick out to me straight away. So hopefully we can do well in this game. Zunaveld into Mustafa, who also plays this game as the captain, apparently, in that left centre mid role. Oh, that's our captain right there. Fantastic play. Van der Ban in behind. So much space on that left-hand side. I don't even want to watch it. What a save. Vandenberg making up for last game where he conceded 5 goals. Oh, that was a counter-attack of dreams, wasn't it? The left-hand side definitely exploited, but I think that's what we kind of have to expect, and we're playing this system with that left-back so high up. Yeah, it's kind of what we need to expect there. Dylan Hugoworth driving to the left-hand side, finds Zunaveld, blocked, cleared. We do get that ball back, and it's Markolo on the ball, down the right-hand side, whips it in. Hugoworth doesn't win the header. Oh, and it looks like an AZ counter-attack again. Hartog, long ball over the top. It's a great ball. Van der Ban, 1-on-1. Slots it home. Oh, the long ball over the top. That's an unbelievable touch. And there's not much you can do against that. It is 1-0. I mean, Van den Ban, 19 years of age. And who's a Hartog? Because that ball was crazy. Oh, he's actually their right winger. Yeah, he's quite good as well, aren't they? Both 19 years of age. Of course, youngsters at AZ, one of the best youth academies in the Dutch league. So, to be expected, their second team would be quite good. Markolo and Londard on this right-hand side. 2 defenders, that's a bit scary. Markolo, oh, there was a chance there. Does find Maxi Rodriguez eventually. We know he can beat a man. He does. On that left foot. Oh, Maxi Rodriguez. He has been so good this series so far. I actually really like the fact I brought him into the team. As an amateur player, He's been insane. Maxwell Rodriguez, still 1-0. Jong AZ with some good play, and it's Hartog down the left-hand side once again. Driving down. Anyone going to stop him? No one whatsoever. Good block in the end and a clearance, but way too easy for them to get down the left-hand side there. We might have to drop to a fullback, but it kind of ruins our attacking play, which I don't really want to do. You can see, though, they're really concentrated down this right-hand side. Their left-hand side is an inverted fullback, and they're leaving one wide. Very similar to our right-hand side, but their left-hand side, not only have they got a wide forward, they've got a channel midfielder and a wing-back. So they really are trying to build up down that side. And I think maybe because Zunewald, no, actually, it is Mustafa. I think maybe we might need to drop him in out of possession to there. And maybe go for this out of possession instead, which can maybe just help out on the left-hand side. And I'm going to make him a wide covering defensive midfielder to just go and help out there, because that's where they're really creating their chances. I'm not going to leave it too long to make changes into the second half, especially if they score from this corner. I was looking at getting 2 new midfielders on and potentially bringing Pinto on up front. I think literally right here in the 50th minute, I am going to do that. I'm going to bring on Sam Peppers to play in that role, and I'm going to bring on Schwartz as well, just to give us some fresh legs in the middle and see if they can help. And I think with half an hour left to go, Pinto's going to come on for Hoof, who again has had a great game. He was smashing it at the start of the season, but right now isn't playing too well. I'm going to bring on Tahawai and swap him and Peppers as well, and just try and get a bit more creative. The last sort of 15 minutes, they have started to dominate, but we haven't seen a single thing from this right-hand triangle. It does look like we've sort of solved that issue a little bit. We'll see if that's the case. I'd like to see a counter-attack here if possible. It is Ishiara down at the left-hand side for them. Markolo wins it back. That is not what I want this team to do. Just pump it long is not the play whatsoever. Buziano whips it in. Van den Ban heads wide, and we're lucky. That was poor from Markolo. Here they come again down that right-hand side, but you can see there's just not as much space for them. We're doubling up on them, and they're still going to get a ball into Van den... Oh, God, it's 2-0. Okay. Yeah, the dream of this first period is definitely done. We were hoping to be good enough, but we've been absolutely destroyed here by Jong AZ. And last game, conceding 5 to Emmen as well. We started really strong in this episode and series, but from there, we've crumbled completely. Now, given the fact that we start on negative 12 points, I was really hoping in this episode we'd get back to 0. Not quite the case, but I mean, that's the beauty of it, I suppose, managing here in Vitesse. We've got to remember, we are one of the worst teams in the league. We have got a bunch of youngsters out there. This is a youth to gold save. We are concentrating on them young players, which might mean 2 seasons in this league. In fact, becoming more and more of a reality that it's going to be 2 seasons in this league, as it's now 3-0 to Jong AZ. But is that the worst thing in the world? Get some of these young players better? It could be good fun. This first season could be very, very tough, though. A 3-0 loss to finish off against Jong AZ. No goals in this final game. Not a great performance from us, and maybe some tactical tweaks need to be made. I'm not 100% sure. For that game, I did make the out of possession change just to be sort of less negative, have a standard defensive line. Didn't work very well, did it? We got absolutely pulled apart. But so far, leaving that there then, we were unbeaten until we lost 5-2 and 3-0. We were doing quite well. Start of the episode, 1-1 draw, 3-0 victory, 0-0 draw. A few things to be changed. Now, we are going to come back next episode, I don't think, for the end of this first period, because we're not going to win it. We've got 4 games to go. I imagine MVV are going to do well. If after these next 2 games we're in the chance, I'll come back on game number 8 against Adden Haag, who are another very good side. But if not, I think it's probably best that we get to the point where maybe the second period, the end of, we come back and play them 4 games. If it's, say, what would it be? 1, 2, 3, 4 games left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. If we came back for Roda, Dorshek, Bosch, and Os, we can then start concentrating on scouting and that second period. So next episode might be a little bit further down the line, but hopefully with some good player development. And I've got to say, I'm very happy with some of the players in this team already. In particular, Nino Zunewald has been really good for us, and Maxwell Rodriguez. I don't know why I'm such a huge fan of him. He didn't come through the academy or anything, but on an amateur contract, he gets paid absolutely nothing for playing football for us. But he does it and he's very good at it. I hope you guys have enjoyed Vitesse episode 2. Make sure you're liking the video, subscribe to the channel, hyping it all up, and come back next episode in just a couple of days' time, where hopefully we have some good news in terms of the points tally. I'll speak to you guys next time.